Recently, there are various articles relating to manual scavenging and manual scavengers in the newspapers. According to Socio-Economic Caste Census Report 2015, from 1993 to 2015, around 926 manual scavengers died during occupation or occupation related hazards. According to one survey, 80% of the people who are involved in manual scavenging are dying before they reach 60th birthday. Most of them are dying due to their occupational related health issues. In India, there were around 1,80,000 people who are still in the profession of manual scavenging. And recently, there is a news that two manual scavengers died in Ghaziabad during their occupation related issues. During COVID-19 also, most of the dead bodies who died, the people who died with coronavirus, these manual scavengers have entered into the wards they have lifted and thereby directly facing the occupation related hazard and other hazards. And during Chennai floods few years back, these people were asked to clean up the sanitations and other things during the floods. So, manual scavengers, the issue is not just economic, it is more about social. One particular caste in SC community is meant for manual scavenging. There is a caste called Valmiki caste who are really deprived and they were made to do and follow the same profession from generations together. Coming to manual scavenging, most of the people who are in manual scavenging are from Dalit community. This is a pathetic issue and Mahatma Gandhi always speaks about human dignity. If everyone cleans their excreta, what is the need for a other scavenger to clean our excreta? Everyone must be his own scavenger according to Gandhiji. Everyone must be his own scavenger. And coming to manual scavenging, in India, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment is a ministry which should deal with these issues. But this is an interrelated topic. Now various ministries are connected with that, like Ministry of Rural Development, Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Women and Child Welfare, including Ministry of Education. So manual scavenging, though directly comes under Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, there are various ministries which are connected with that. And why do people continue in manual scavenging? Some families in some castes, they take it as a profession. They don't know to go to any other job except manual scavenging. Second is, these people who are in manual scavenging occupation, they were socially excluded community. And the other part of the thing is, there are various schemes and programs in India with respect to manual scavenging and also various acts. And first point we have to remember here is, we have Safai Karmachari Andolan, an NGO started by Bejawada Wilson, which works against manual scavenging. Bejawada Wilson got Raman Magsaysay Award also in this. And we also have Rashtriya Garima Abhiyan, an NGO led movement for manual scavengers, and it is a comprehensive rehabilitation manual scavenging NGO in India. Rashtriya Garima Abhiyan works along with Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Rashtriya Garima Abhiyan is also called National Campaign for Dignity and Eradication of Manual Scavengers. Rashtriya Garima Abhiyan was started in the year 2001 to eliminate the practice of manual scavenging. So, Safai Karmachari Andolan and Rashtriya Garima Abhiyan are the two important civil society movements with respect to manual scavenging to eradicate. Coming to government issues, as you all know, manual scavenging is not just an accident. If people die in manual scavenging, it is not just an accident. We can call it as a systemic murder, because we very well know that a human being cleaning other human beings' excreta and exposing to unhygienic conditions, and a man is asking to maintain sanitation with respect to other man. itself affects human dignity and health. And coming to this, government took it as a challenge and started National Commission for Safai Karmacharis, a statutory body which works against this Safai Karmachari practice. And in the 1993 itself, the employment of manual scavengers is being prohibited by Employment of Manual Scavengers and Construction of Dry Latrines Prohibition Act. And practicing manual scavengers and non-compliance of its provisions are taken seriously under this act. And this act is not that successful. 1993, Employment of Manual Scavengers and Construction of Dry Latrines Act. So, in 2013 again, we have made a landmark legislation with respect to manual scavenging. Prohibition of employment as manual scavengers and the Rehabilitation Act 2013. Remember, 2013 Act does not just prohibit manual scavenging, but has to rehabilitate the manual scavengers in other professions, because families, generations together depend on manual scavenging. So, rehabilitation is also very important. Government should identify certain jobs to them, like Group D jobs in various government organizations, railways, etc., and rehabilitate them. This is the commitment. And we need to do much more with respect to manual scavenging, not just act and penal provisions. We need to have rehabilitation, we need to identify families, and most importantly, we should respect human rights with respect to human rights and human dignity, Article 21, Article 17, and more importantly here, in that act there is a concept called protective gears, protective equipment for manual scavengers. But what exactly comes under protective equipment and whether this protective equipment is available to the manual scavengers or not is the most important issue. According to Safai Karmachari Andolan, an NGO, the estimates given by the government that only 926 people died in the last 26-27 years with respect to occupation related hazards is not at all a truth. So, there are many deaths which are unreported, and there should be strict penal provisions and strict punishments with respect to this. Strict penal provisions, strict punishments. Now, what should be done to stop this practice? First thing, strong awareness. Second thing, strong punishments. Third, political will. Fourth, respecting human rights. Fifth, moral persuasion. Sixth, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. India is campaigning for Swachh Bharat and open defecation free India. If you construct wet toilets, ensure toilets for all and flush toilets, automatically we can minimize the menace of manual scavenging. But to what extent Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, particularly open defecation free India, is successful? Even today in various rural areas, we have open defecation. This is a truth, undeniable fact. Though some people have toilets, still they go for open defecation. We need behavioral change also with this aspect. So, manual scavenging is an important social issue which we have a comprehensive understanding and which we need to make a comprehensive notes for GS paper 1 mains.